In mythology, Mars was known as the god of war. Later on, he was also called the protector of the city. When I say the city, I mean Rome, because Mars is his Roman name. The Greeks called him Ares. In Norse mythology, Tyr is going to be the closest counterpart to Mars or Ares. There are lots of gods of war, but we're talking about like the main masculine god of war, Mars. Mars, he's all about external action, right? And I want to go back to the difference between passion and emotion again, because Mars is passion. Mars is fire, like just action, go, go, go. Passion is external and emotion is internal. And he's not emotional. He's just passionate, fiery, like just go get him. He is connected to Venus, again, because Mars is like the ultimate masculine external energy, and Venus is the ultimate feminine internal energy. He's connected to life force, virility. And another thing about him, he was treated as ferous, which means, that's where we get the word feral from. It means like savage, wild. And also now we use the word ferrous to describe the magnetic quality of a metal, or like not necessarily the magnetic quality, but how much iron it contains. You know, if it contains iron, then it's ferrous. So ferromagnetism is, you know, iron is, anyways, no science lessons today, okay? But yeah, so the word feral comes from that. So the reason we call iron ferrous is because of Mars. The priests petitioned Mars to keep away rust, to keep away, like, not just rust on metal, you know, on their tools and their weapons and things like that, but also the fungus that grew on wheat, because you have to, you know, you got to be able to eat. So it's like, hey, Mars, can you just keep everything rust free for us so we can live and survive and all that? And we know that the planet Mars is red because of all of the iron oxide on the planet. That's how he became associated with iron and ferrous stuff. The planet also has, it used, like a billion years ago, it was just active volcanic blah craziness going on, right? But even now, lava still flows in sheets. So you've got the lava sheets, and you also have on Mars an abundance of elements with low boiling points, which means it doesn't take as much heat to get them to start boiling. Duh. So think of it as like the elements are hot-headed, like they get riled up easier. It doesn't take as much to piss them off. That's Mars. It's crazy how the ancients kind of like knew all this stuff, or were aware of all these things, or just, it's really interesting to me how the physical traits of the planet, some of them we're just now finding out, also have so much to do with like the personality of the gods and goddesses that were created by, you know, ancient people. I think it's really cool. So anyways, what does all this mean for us? Mars is our temperament, right? It's action. It's the action that we do because of our temperament. Are you somebody who's really hot-headed? Do you get mad easy? Are you more even-tempered? Like things just kind of are what they are? Are you somebody that it takes a whole lot to get riled up? Like, what is your boiling point, kind of? And also, Mars is your will. When I say will, I mean like not just like what you set out to do, what you will to do, but like the action that you take in the world that is almost like your legacy. I know that sounds kind of deep when I put it like that, but again, it's about balance. It can go either or. It can be something that's like right now, like I'm really good at doing this, and this in the short term, or like this is a long haul type plan. Like this action is going to take a while, but it's going to be awesome. Kind of like the difference between a battle and a war. Martial is a Mars word, obviously, and March comes from Mars. We see Aries season start in March, and Aries is Mars, so there you go.